I've been coming to Revolution Chiropractic about, well, just before my pregnancy. No, during my pregnancy. I started coming for back pain when I was about 16 weeks pregnant, and continued throughout my pregnancy to help relieve some of the back pain and get the baby in the proper position. And towards the end of my pregnancy, I was coming about twice a week. And then about 10 days after delivery, I started coming back for adjustments. I had a lot of pressure from leaning forward for breastfeeding, and my son was also being adjusted at the time. I think he was about 10 days old at his first adjustment, and been coming ever since, which is now he's 18 months old. So I heard about Revolution through the Oklahoma Birth Network. I started out, my midwife is at OU Medicine, and she recommended me to a yoga studio who's also a part of the Birth Network, and I was telling them that I was having some back pain. We went around the room and talked about, just the pregnancy ailments, and she, Karen Pryor from Mama Stay Yoga, recommended me to Revolution. And the first time I was here, I felt a tremendous amount of relief, so I just kept coming back. They counseled a lot on proper posture and convinced me to bring my actual Pilates ball as a chair for my work because I was a secretary, so I did a lot of sitting. So that helped, and then just the regular treatments. I actually recommended a lot of people to start visiting, starting with my husband. And so it started with my son, and then my husband, and then our roommate. And then a few people that I've worked with have come down here. I've heard them say, oh, my back is bothering me, so I've recommended them out. And I think that was about 3 other families. And then my mom came into town to visit with the baby when he was about 6 or 8 months old, and she has chronic migraines. So she was getting a migraine one day, and I had a appointment scheduled for myself, so I brought her with me, and she was adjusted here. And then she's obviously from out of town, so she hasn't come back, but she really appreciated the relief that she was able to get while she was in town. It's not just spine popping, as I've had a lot of people question bringing my son in, especially his first adjustment was when he was 10 days old, and they are under the impression that it's a bunch of spine popping, neck cracking, and it's a lot of pressure points. And basically the concept that they explained to me is that they're getting the nervous system and the immune system back so it can function properly, because the spine, if there's any misalignment, can cause the immune problems that, especially babies are susceptible to. So he tends to have his immune system back into optimal condition within a day or 2 of getting an adjustment. I always tease Adam, I say that Revolution is pretty much magic. I bring my son whenever he's feeling cranky, or whenever he's had a lot of teething pain, or young toddlers have some tantrums, so he will fall or hit his head on the floor if he's upset. And so whenever he has a big fall, or he's not feeling well, he has a runny nose, I always bring Kale in. So they're like my magic first answer, just to get his immune system back working in optimal condition. So I tell a lot of my friends who have young children that, if there's anything going on, this is my first stop. And then also for me, like I said, family history of migraine. So if I start to feel a migraine coming on, they're my first stop. And I tell everybody that that's always my first answer. And then I move on to other things. But I've never really had to. Once I've gotten the adjustment, that's where the relief comes in.